I'm Amanda with Pitt Printing and Marketing Services in Tampa, and today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about using newsletters and e-newsletters in your marketing efforts. E-newsletters and printed newsletters are a really great way to keep your name in front of your customers and prospects when you're not reaching out to them in more traditional marketing efforts. It's a really great way to keep them up to date on information about your company, or keep them up to date on market trends that might be valuable to their business or to themselves as a consumer of your product or service. So we'd like to offer a few quick tips about how to make sure that your e-newsletters and your printed newsletters are as effective as they can possibly be. So our first tip would be to be relevant. Definitely consider your audience and communicate with them in an effective way. For example, your audience really may not care about reading about your company anniversaries, or who had a baby last month, or what you guys did for your corporate picnic, but they may really value some insights into what your company can do for them and how you can help them grow their business. You also want to choose a catchy name. An example I always give everybody is that my own company, Pitt Printing, if we wanted to call our newsletter Pitt Printing News, and you as a reader don't really care about Pitt Printing or what we're doing in the news, then you might not read it. So choose a name that's kind of catchy, that applies to them personally or to their business, and make it something that's kind of relatable that they would want to read about. I also would suggest that you value copy over design. Obviously, design is really important, and you want to have a nice looking newsletter with great pictures and flashy graphics and all that, but if somebody opens up your newsletter to read it and it's filled with typos or bad grammar, you're going to lose your credibility. So just make sure that the copywriting is good and that you're communicating an effective message, and that takes a lot more importance over the design. But we can help you to do both. You also want to make sure that you're objective. Don't sound like a sales pitch in your newsletter. It's supposed to be much more informational, something that they can read for enjoyment or education. So just don't sell them anything. Keep it really objective. You also want to utilize graphics. We suggest at least one graphic or picture or chart per page. We tend to do maybe one with every large article, but it's a really great way to illustrate your message and make it pleasant to look at as well, so it's not just all lots of text on paper. And last but not least, make sure you're consistent. If you decide to send out a newsletter every month, make sure you stay on top of that, because your readers are going to get used to receiving your e-newsletter in their inbox, or getting them and keeping it up in their front counter and reading about it. So you want them to look forward to that and not be disappointed. And once you fall off that consistency, you sometimes tend to fall off the radar. So if you want any more information about e-newsletters or printed newsletters, feel free to contact us at Pitt Printing and Marketing Services in Tampa. Our next video is actually going to feature some pros and cons of e-newsletters versus printed newsletters. So if you want more information about that, be sure to check back with us next week. And I think that's it. So again, I'm Amanda with Pitt Printing and Marketing Services, and that's your Pip tip for the day.